Hello everyone, my name's John, a retired chef from the northeast of England, and welcome to this amazing but very easy crusty Dutch oven bread recipe. This impressive looking crusty loaf is as delicious as it looks, and it's so simple to make. And it's a low hydration bread that's very easy to handle, meaning if you don't have a stand mixer it can be easily kneaded by hand. And I'll explain more about the huge variety of Dutch ovens you can use a little later in the video. You can see the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. And the link to that page and lots more is in the description box under the video. Just find and click on the word more, and that'll give you access to all the relative links for this video, including our website store products. Okay, let's get started on making this fantastic crusty loaf. And the first job is to set your yeast away. Add the sugar to the warm water. Next job is to add the yeast. In this case I'm using 1.5 teaspoons, that's around 6 grams of instant or active dried yeast. If you want to use fresh yeast you'll need 15 grams. Now give that a good mix. Once mixed, set it aside for 10 minutes until it activates. And if there's no signs of activation after 10 minutes, your yeast must be dead and it needs replacing. Okay, for this one I'll be using my stand mixer, but this recipe can be easily kneaded by hand too. Right, in goes my now active yeast mixture. Next to go in is the white bread flour. Time to add the salt. And ordinary table salt is fine for bread making. And the final ingredient to go in is the softened butter, and I'm using unsalted. Okay, I'll get the bowl onto the machine and attach the dough hook. Now on speed 2 I'll roughly bring it all together. And a very quick mention to the channel's Patreon, PayPal, Super Thanks and YouTube's new membership supporters. I'll do the name splash and shout out a little later in the video. Now it's always a good idea to scrape down the sides of the bowl just to make sure you get all that flour unstuck from the sides. Right, now set your machine away again on speed 2 and knead the dough for 12 minutes. Also, if you're kneading this by hand, that's 12 minutes too. And while that's kneading, you can lightly grease a bowl with a little cooking oil. About 1/4 teaspoon will do. Now make sure the whole bowl is coated. Okay, for cooking this gorgeous bread in, I'm using the shallow Dutch oven. But there's loads of these available out there. This is a few of the ones that I own. You can even use a ceramic casserole dish too. And this fantastic heavy duty cast iron one that I'm using today I picked up really cheap on Amazon. Now this one only cost me 40 quid. I'll leave a link below. Now for transporting the dough to the hot Dutch oven I'll be using my small round banneton with the cloth proofing liner inside. If you don't have a banneton basket I'll suggest an alternative a little later. Now give the liner a good sprinkling with flour. Right, back to the dough. Now whether you've kneaded by hand or in your mixer, you should now have a nice smooth ball of dough. Get it out of the machine and onto the bench. Now give it a quick knead and form it into a ball. Drag it across the bench a few times like so. This will tighten up the outer skin of the dough. Now get it into the prepared bowl and give it a quick swirl to make sure the whole ball has a thin coat of oil on it. Okay, get the bowl covered. As all of my regular viewers will know, I like to use our very own shower caps for this. Right, now let that proof in a nice warm spot for 1 hour. Okay, time's up on that first proof and the dough's risen quite nicely. Turn it out onto the bench. And due to oil in the bowl, it should slide right out. Once it's on the bench, knock the dough back. That simply means force all of the built up gas out of it. Right, give the dough another quick knead and form it into a ball once more. Now place it into the floured banneton the top smooth side down, as this will eventually become the top of the finished bread. Give the dough a light dusting with flour, then cover it with a lightweight dry cloth. Okay, like I said earlier, if you don't have a banneton basket, you can simply use an ordinary bowl with a floured tea towel or dishcloth inside. It works great. Back to the banneton. Just let that proof or rise for 45 minutes this time. And when there's 20 minutes left on that final rise, preheat your oven to 220 degrees Celsius, that's 430 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 8. And once you've turned your oven on, get your Dutch oven in to preheat. Right, time's up on the second proof. And it's looking very healthy. Time to get it over to the cooker and in to bake. First job, get the extremely hot Dutchie out of the oven and onto the top of your hob. Now transfer the dough into the bottom section of the Dutchie. Now you'll probably have to take your gloves off to do this, so be very careful. Just line it up and carefully tip it out. And the beauty about this dough, it's very easy to handle and position. It's not a wet or sticky dough at all. Once it's in, get your lame or baker's blade and score the dough. I like to make a simple crust. And this is another advantage of this low hydration dough. It's very easy to score. Now whatever you do, don't forget to put your gloves back on and carefully get the lid back on the Dutch oven. Now the reason this bread ends up so crunchy is because of the build-up of steam created inside the Dutch oven, and it's that steam that makes this bread so deliciously crispy. Okay, get it into the main oven, which you should have set to 220 Celsius, that's 430 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 8. Once it's safely in, set your timer for 25 minutes. And if you've been enjoying the recipes here on the channel, why not treat yourself to my 5 recipe books. Each one is packed with many of the dishes you've seen on YouTube, and they include helpful tips and handy QR codes that take you straight to the full video. And we have a very special deal on at the moment. Buy our 5-pack of books on our website only, and the bread book 4 is included absolutely free, saving you a massive £11. So get your order in while the deal lasts. Okay, that first 25 minutes are up, and now we need to give the bread a crunchy top and a crispy outer coat. So all you have to do is to take the lid off the Dutch oven and bake for a further 10 to 15 minutes. You don't have to take it out of the oven, just lift the lid off in the oven, but for filming purposes I do. Once it's back in the oven, reduce the temperature to 180 degrees Celsius, that's 355 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 6. Now set your timer for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how well done you like your crusty bread to be. And the standard commercial kitchen safety rule is to place a cloth on any hot pots or pans sitting around the kitchen. This tells any staff member that this pot is hot, not a bad rule to use in your home kitchen too. Okay, time's up on this gorgeous crusty bread. And it's looking fantastic. And that bread baking aroma just never gets old. The colour and crispness is perfect for us, but if you want it darker, just leave it in the oven a little longer, but keep a close eye on it. Right, it needs to cool down for 15 minutes or so I'll get it on the wire rack, and when I come back, I'll cut a slice off and have a taste with some of my homemade butter. Can't wait. And if you want to replicate this and my other bread recipes exactly, our bread making bundle specials have everything you need to follow along. And both bundles include a very easy sourdough starter kit. Links below. Okay, let's see how we did. And as you can hear, it's certainly crispy. And the beauty about this bread, it will stay crispy for a couple of days. And it also freezes very well too. This bread's got everything going for it. It's a low hydration dough, so it's easy to handle. You end up with a soft, light, airy crumb on the inside and a crisp and crunchy crust on the outside. Bread doesn't come any easier or better than this. Right, time to try a little with some of my homemade butter on. And honestly everyone, that is an incredibly tasty and delicious bread, and very easy to make. You, your family and your friends will definitely be giving this one a massive thumbs up, guys. And as promised earlier in the video, here is the latest name splash and shout out list, including YouTube's brand new loyalty membership supporters. And they are Barry Gowan, Rihanna Anderson, Pino de Balzac, Jan Anan, Jens K3250 and Rui Avsa. And there's also 2 who wish to remain anonymous. Thanks very much guys, I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.